So a quick review on combining like terms. What the expectation when a teacher asks you to combine like terms is to simplify the expression into the fewest number of terms. Now, if you don't remember the word terms, a term is like 7x, 3, 9x, and 15. Those are 4 terms in the first expression. And so what we're going to do is we're going to look for things that are similar, or combining things that match. And so the easiest way that I have taught this in the past is that I'm going to get out some highlighters and I'm going to mark the things that are the same. So I see that the first problem here has an X, and this one has an X, and I'm going to go ahead and include the operation that's directly in front of it because that plus sign stays with the 9 no matter what happens. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the ones that have no letters. I'm going to combine them. And so then when I combined, I'm going to follow the things that are the same color. So I'm only going to focus on the green because if you have letters, they should go first. So 7x's plus 9x's is how many x's? Now somebody usually tells me 2 x's here. And then I will remind them that this 7x is the same as having 7 tiny little x's. The easiest way to think about that is to change the word x to $7. What is $7 plus $9? And if you know that that is 16, then you're just going to record it as 16x. And that represents the green combining like terms piece. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the numbers. So 15 plus 3 is clearly 18. They're both positive, so just added them together. And so that represents the pink portion. And that is my final answer. So if it bothers you with the color, I'll just rewrite it down here so you can see it better. My final answer is 16x plus 18, and I'm finished. Technically, it's the same as what I wrote above. It just doesn't have the color on it. So if you look at question B, or the expression that I wrote on B, you will notice that I have more than one letter. So just because I like it, I'm going to go ahead and make the X green again because I can. And then the number without anything is going to be pink again. And then that clearly leaves me with something that doesn't match the rest of them. And so in this case, I'm going to pick another color. If you don't happen to have that many highlighter colors handy, you can just leave it blank because that would be the same as, so I can only combine things that are the same color, or in this case, things that match. I have absolutely no matches. So if this was your assignment in the book, I would have just had you circle it and be like, already done. I don't have to do anything if there's nothing that can be combined. So I give that as an example because I want to make sure you understand that letters have to be exactly the same to match. I can't add $1 here and 3 apples here and have it make any sense. So keep that in mind when we're proceeding with some more complicated ones. Now C and D look a little bit more like something that I would ask on a quiz question. And so what you're going to see is some things that have letters. And so as I get my green out again, you'll notice that this has an X and this has an X and this one has an X. And then I have one left over that has no, so he's technically done. I mean, I can go ahead and color him in pink to let me know he's a lonely guy over there by himself and he doesn't get to add to anything else. But that part is straight down to the answer. I'm going to have a +2. So all I have to do now is figure out how to do this math. So if I can't do it in my head, then I would get out a calculator and I would do what is 2 take away 8. Take away 10, and I would plug it in and figure it out. If you want to do it in your head because you don't have a calculator handy or you don't want to open the other app, then I would recommend doing the 2 that have the same sign. You owe me $8 and you owe me $10, which means you owe me $18. You have only $2, so when you pay me the 2 that you have, both answers are going to end up with negative 16x, or you owe me 16x's plus the 2. So that's how we would combine them. Also a little refresher on negative because let's be honest, that's something we all need to keep practicing on so we're experts. So let's do one more example. I kind of mixed it up a little bit. They're kind of all in random order. So I'm going to mark this one. It has no letter. I see an X. There's a green. I see a 16. That doesn't have any letters, so I need to get my pink back out. And then I see a random Y, so it's kind of like this 2 was over here. He's all on his own. Y got to hang out alone. So now I'm just going to record what I have. I like to put all my letters first, so if it was me, I would have gone ahead and written 2x plus y, because clearly there's nothing to match with those, and they go straight down. And the only thing I actually have to combine is $14 plus $16, which gives me a nice, easy 30. So there's my final answer. Again, just a quick little review of how to combine like terms when you have expressions. So, hope you understand.